My problem is that I assume every white person is racist until they prove to me.
So if every white person is racist, that makes being racist kind of normal, doesn't it? And good job, I guess you normalized racism. Is that what you wanted?
My problem is that I assume every white person is racist until they prove to me.
My problem is I assume every black person is a criminal until they prove they're not. I'm not like mean to them or anything, but I just don't trust them until they prove to me they're not a criminal. See, my problem is I just don't trust Hispanics until they prove to me that they're not here illegally. It's not that I'm mean to them or anything. It's just I don't want to talk to them until they prove they're here legally. See, my problem is I just assume that all Jewish people are evil, bloodthirsty baby killers, and I don't trust them until they prove that they're not. It's not like I'm mean to them or anything. I just don't trust them until they prove they're not a baby killer. What? All those statements were horribly racist? If you look at someone and you automatically make a negative assumption about them because of the color of their skin, you're racist.
My problem is that I assume every white person is racist until they prove to me.
The key phrase in your entire TikTok is my problem. You're correct. It is your problem. It is your job to fix your problem. And then you say, well, until they prove me otherwise. Nah, Sweet Pea, that's not how this works. You're the one who brought the accusation and the assumptions. The burden of proof is on you. What evidence do you have to support your claim? You say, well, microaggressions, they upset me. That's also your problem. Your triggers are your responsibility. Trauma stems from an event. The event may or may not have been your fault. However, you are responsible for dealing with your trauma. When you don't deal with your trauma and your triggers and people get hurt, that's your fault. You don't get a pass because you're black. White people are human beings, just like you. And the fact that you would choose to treat human beings that way, that's sad. I'm not sure if anyone's ever told you this, but white people are not responsible for your perception of the world. I've been wearing glasses since I was 5 years old. If I took these off, I wouldn't be able to see. Your heart needs new glasses. Pretty sure God can write you a new prescription.
If y'all are white, you should go watch her video. Because if you look on this app, white people give people of color so much shit when they set a boundary or when they say that they don't want to talk to a white person. And the reality is, it makes complete sense. The part that I sister of her video, points to the fact that we're all working to preserve our own serenity. We have a right to that. And as white people, we feel so entitled and give people of color so much shit when they try to do the same thing. I even catch myself when I watch her video wanting to change her mind. Because the reality is, we want to fix these things, not for them, but for us. When I, as a white person, do that, I am disregarding someone else's experience. And the most important thing for me to say is just, you know what? I hear you. I hear you.
To me otherwise.
It sounds like something that I know, and I cannot put my finger on it. Like, it's at the tip of my tongue. Dang.
I assume every white person is racist until they prove to me otherwise.
And I assume every black person's a criminal until proven otherwise. See, it doesn't fucking work.
I have a great idea. Hey, what's your idea, bro? Okay. We should be racist to white people to solve racism, alright? Hey, bro, that's valid. It's gonna work. Said no one ever.
Okay. I have been scrolling through this app for the past 2.5 years, and by far, this is the most brain-dead fucking take I've ever seen. I really don't want to pull the if the roles were reversed card because I know how stupid and fucking cliched all of that is, but honestly, if a white person walked up to you and said, I assume all black people are racist unless they tell me otherwise, how would that make you feel? Regardless of whether or not you would call this racist, because I know some people say that you can't oppress the oppressors or whatever, you're still being a dick to an entire group of people based on nothing but their skin color, and that's something that you should really work on.
Until they prove to me otherwise.
And you're right. It's totally up to them. They started the shit, they gotta end the shit. Period. Look at the material.
I completely agree. 100%, girl, and let me tell you why. Our country is founded off racism. So, that's what's taught. We actually had to have and petition a Black History Month where we talk about the same people over and over again. We had to fight and petition for only 3 states to not discriminate against our hair. Only in 3 of the 50. There are things that are taught in our America that is just a normal thing when it's based on racism and segregation. Really. So until a white person proves to me that they value me,